Sometimes printing that is crooked on the sheet will give the appearance of a unsquare back gauge. For instance, using this sheet, if I try to line up the laser line with the crop marks, while this side is on the crop mark, you can see that the laser line is not on the crop mark there. This gives the appearance that the back gauge is not square to the knife. But if we examine this more closely and we take a ruler and we measure from the crop mark to the edge of the sheet on the top of the sheet, we see we are at 3/10 of an inch. But on the bottom of the sheet, we are at 1/2 an inch. So it's not that the back gauge is crooked, it's that the image on the sheet of paper is crooked. Sometimes, if a sheet is not cut square from the paper supplier, it will also give the effect that the back gauge is not square on the machine. In this example, we can see that the laser light on the right-hand side is on the crop mark, while on the left-hand side, it is a fair distance off. If I take the sheet of paper and I fold it over, I can see that one edge is lined up, but the other edge is not lined up. This is showing me that my paper is not square. The paper that we purchased from our paper supplier is not cut square. This will also give the illusion or the situation where you think that the back gauge is not square. Hello, today we're going to show you how to check to see if your back gauge is square on your cutter. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a ream of 11/17 paper, about 1/4 of an inch thick, and we're going to set our back gauge to 10 inches. We're going to take our ream, we're going to make sure we're going to slide it in, and we're going to make sure that it is jogged up nicely to the back gauge. We're going to make a cut. We're going to take that ream out, or that lift of paper out, and we're going to flip it end for end. Jog it up. And we are going to slide it back into the throat of the cutter, making sure it is jogged to the back gauge. We are using the middle of the mouth of the cutter. We are not using the side guides in behind the blade. We are just cutting in the center. So we want to make sure our paper is nice and jogged up. And we're going to make another cut. You might see a tiny bit of slivers of paper. This might be that I just didn't jog it in properly, quite enough there, but this is well within acceptable tolerance. The next step we're going to do is we're going to set our back gauge to 9 inches. We're going to take our lift of paper and we're going to take the edge that the blade cut, and we're going to put it in against the back gauge. Again, we're going to take some time, make sure that our lift is jogged properly against the back gauge, and we're going to make a cut. Now we're going to take that lift out and we're going to flip it over. So what was on the right side is now going to end up on the left side. Jog our lift of paper, put it into the throat of the cutter. Make sure it's jogged up nice and proper. And make a cut. This is how you check if your back gauge is square. If there was no substantial amount of paper coming off on any of the 4 cuts that we made, we know that our back gauge is square.